Hurrah! We are the knights of yore, introduced to you an ancient Scottish tale, with virtue at its core. From dear, dear old Shakespeare to the modern Stephen King, many an author has set to retell the great morals this tale brings.
The main characters in our saga are Child Roland and Burd Ellen. Now, listen carefully because their names are really quite telling. You see, Child Roland is
C-H-I-L-D-E.
and it means untested knight. If you thought it referred simply to his age, you'd only be half right.
And Burd, of Burd Ellen, is
B-U-R-D.
It means Ellen is a maiden, young and weak. She'd be shocked to discover he thought she'd sprouted wings and a beak. So hearken your ear as you watch a parody of this classic tale, where a loving brother rescues his dear sister, and courage and honor prevail.
Greetings, mere mortals. I am Merlin the Magnificent, that same Merlin who served King Arthur well. I can tell and foretell, see and foresee, all things under the sun and beyond. You may have heard of me, and of the main character in our story, Child Roland. Now, Roland was one of the sons of King Arthur, and Burd Ellen was his dear sister. He cared for her well and loved her dearly, as all brothers should care for their sisters. However, one day they were playing close to a churchyard.
The Spiriting
Burd Ellen!
Byron Nicole. Oh no! Mother!
Roland! Where have you been?
Burd Ellen and I were playing by the church yonder. By an unfortunate chance, I sent the ball into the churchyard, and Ellen ran to fetch it. Long I waited, Mother, and longer still, but she came not back again. I sought the east, I sought the west, I sought the up and down, but she's nowhere to be found.
You mean she's disappeared?
Do on a May morning.
Then we must have forget Merlin the magician. He can tell and foretell, see and foresee, all things under the sun and beyond. I'm here, Your Grace. Oops, Merlin, don't do that. How often must I tell you? Makes one's poor heart go pitter-patter, pitter-patter. Most distracting. Why can't you not admit like ordinary people? Because I'm not an ordinary person, Your Grace. I'm a great magician, Merlin the Magnificent, to be exact. It's not my way to knock and wait. It's my way to suddenly appear. Bam! And cause great consternation and the pitter-pattering of people's hearts. I apologize, it won't happen again. What can I do for you?
Yes, Merlin. Can you tell me where my sister has gone?
First you must tell me what happened. Carefully now, leave out no detail.
I was playing with Burd Ellen by the church, and I kicked the ball over the wall. Burd Ellen ran to fetch it, and then, well, she just disappeared. Poof! I looked for everywhere, but I could not find her.
Roland, which way was the sun shining?
It was shining full on her face.
And her shadow, where was that?
Behind her.
Roland, then this is the way of it. This is what will happen when people forget and run Wittersins.
Wittershins, Merlin.
Anti-clockwise. When folk run against the light, their shadows are out of sight and can't be taken care of properly. That's when they're in the greatest danger. Oh, danger from what, Merlin? Tell me quickly. What happened once to your daughter? When fair Burd Ellen was running around the church, her Wittersins, she must have been carried off their shadow by elves. Elves have great power when folk go against the light. Oh, but you! Where will she be now? I fear she may be in the dark tower of the king of Elfland!
Then I must rescue her!
Roland, the first thing you must do is this. After you have entered the land of fair, you must not bite one rip, nor sup one drop. In this you must not fail. Now, repeat after me, Roland. After you enter the land of fairy, one thing you must do.
After you enter the land of fairy, one thing you must do.
I must do.
Oh, are you coming too, Merlin?
No, I'm not. When I say I mean you. After you
That's
enter...
what I said.
No.
After you enter the land of...
Very well. After I enter the land...
But you're not going!
After you, Roland, that's you. After you enter the land of fairy by yourself, Roland, one thing you must do, you on your own, Roland.
Me, Merlin? You
ruin.
Oh, I see what you mean.
At last.
After I enter the land of fairy, I must not bite one bit, nor sup one drop, or else I will never return home.
You've learned well. There's nothing else I can do. The rest is up to you. Oh, be careful, Roland. You are my one remaining child of sweet Burd is lost. If you are lost, all is lost indeed.
Neither death nor danger shall dismay me, mother. Man, it's going me well.
Very well, go if you must.
Farewell, mother.
Godspeed you, Roland.
Oh, tell me, herdsman, whose horses are these? So wild, and eyes like coals of fire? Nay!
These are the horses of the King of Elfland, for you are in the land of fairy.
Nay, nay! Canst tell me where lies the Dark Tower of the Outland King?
What was that again?
Can you tell me where the Dark Tower of the Outland King is?
Oh, surely I can tell thee. Go on a little bit further and you'll find a green low hill. Green and low against the sky. This hill will have 3 different terraces on it. You must go around the first terrace saying, "Ush! Open from within, let me in, let me in." Then you must go around the second terrace and say, "Open wide, open wide. Let me inside." Then you must go around the third terrace and say, open fast, let me in at last." And at last you will be within the Dark Tower of the King of Elfland. Only you must remember to go around Widdershins. If you go around the sun, the door will not open.
I thank thee kindly, herdsman.
May luck go with you.
Oh, here is the low green hill. I must remember to crown it Widdershins. Open from within. Let me in. Let me in. Oh. Open wide. Open wide. Let me inside. And now, for the final spell. Open fast! Open fast! Let me in at last! Oh. Now at last, I'm within the Dark Tower of the King of Elfland. But wait, who is this? Burd, is that you? What happened? How did you come to be here?
I was carried off, shadow and all, like the King of Elfland made his elves. But tell my brother, why didn't you mind him?
Because I had to find and rescue you.
I smell blood, Christian man! Be he alive or be he dead, my brand shall dash his brains from his head.
Who are you?
I am the King of Elfland, and I smell the blood of a Christian man. Who is this?
It is I, Child Roland.
And what do you want?
I'm here to rescue my sister, Shing, the fair Burd, whom you have kidnapped and forced to remain in the Dark Tower.
How mortal then you trespass on fairyland? Prepare to die.
Strike, Bogle.
What?
Try thy hardest if thou dost.
I beg your pardon.
A maiden must try as hard to defeat Roland. If you dare. Thank you, my child.
Shame so mortal you trespass on fairyland. Prepare to die.
Strike, Bogle. Try thy hardest if thou dost.
Die. Die.
Ha! Ha! La! Hey! Yeah! Oh, sorry.
This was my finger.
Are you all right?
No, I'm never right.
I've got a sore finger now. Look, there's going to be a huge bruise.
I've had enough. Idle me. Thou hast beaten me in fair fight.
I will grant thee mercy.
Ha!
If thou wilt release my sister from all enchantments and spells, and allow us to go back to Manila in peace.
I don't know about that. But
Then you must die.
all right. You may leave the doctor, never to return.
Oh, sweet Penelope Roland rescued you after all.
Are we to land of fairy?
How exciting.
To the Dark Tower.
Yes, dear.
I fought the Elfin King.
Yes, dear, you've done very well. Now, go and wash your hands. They're filthy.
But, Mother.
Yes, dear, you can Tell me all about it after tea.
Tea! Hurrah!